Hello, everyone. It's a full house tonight. Wow. Hi, everybody. Sam, Joe, Tyler, Chris, thank you all for coming. It's been over a month. Sean, hi. How's it going? It's been way too fucking long. Not intentionally. I will talk about that in a little bit. I hope you're all doing well. I'll just jump right into it because if I don't, then I'm going to ramble endlessly if I don't force myself to
Hey,
play an actual
Mario!
game here.
Hello!
How was everyone's Halloween? How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Because I missed both of those holidays, and it is currently Christmas time. Uh, I hope it was good for everyone. Bye, Mario. Mario B is dead.
Okie dokie.
Dear Mario,
We stuffed our turkey with leftover Halloween candy and wrapped it up for Christmas.
Princess Toadstool, Peach.
They were full of terror and thanks. Isn't that just the spirit of the season? You know, I mean, what is this all about? Other than terror and thanks, and then Christmas time comes and it's more terror. Mario B, you mean Luigi? No, that's Mario L. So yeah, Mario 64. You may be asking yourselves, where the fuck is Luigi's Mansion 3? What happened? What happened to that, Nico? And I have to apologize to the one person on Twitter who explicitly asked me, Nico, will you be streaming Luigi's Mansion 3? And I said, hey, yeah, of course. Why the fuck wouldn't I stream Luigi's Mansion 3? It's great. It just came out. And then a month went by and, you know, shit happens. I can't really say much else than that, unfortunately. So, I feel like I missed the window of opportunity to do Luigi. And I don't even really, like... It was a great game, don't get me wrong. I love it. It was fantastic. But I'm not really in the mood to stream it now that it's been so long since it came out. So, I was like, you know what, we'll just go back to basics, and why don't I pick something old that I've been wanting to do, and I put it to a vote, and we came to the consensus that it would be Mario 64. So, let's do Mario 64. And this is... If this looks extra particularly crusty, it's because I am playing it on the actual N64 and not... I have the Wii Virtual Console version, which would make it look a lot nicer and upscale and all, but this just feels better to control with an actual N64 controller. Especially for the C buttons, where I'm not using, like, the R stick in place of buttons, and then the camera's going even wackier than it should normally. So, it may look a little rough around the edges, but it's the authentic experience. I love the crust. Good. Well, this stream is full of crust, so you should feel right at home then. The stream tax has set in already. But yeah, I, of course, did not intend to go this long without streaming, especially right after, I mean, I made affiliate with the last stream, and then just never did anything about it, and still have not. I still have to get to that. Because my dumbass didn't realize, and why wouldn't it, that, you know, because there is money involved, so too is tax information, and tax information frightens me, so I was just like, I'll put that aside for now. And it's like, I don't even care that much about the money aspect of it, because, like, how much would I even be making? Not even enough to have to pay taxes, probably. The biggest deal is just to be able to say that I'm affiliate and also have a singular emote. But that will happen in due time. I don't even know what the emote would be. I still haven't even decided, and I've thought about it on several of occasions. I haven't streamed in a month or so either. I feel like I put this, and I do this with a lot of shit, but I put, like, these arbitrary, not limitations, like the opposite of limitations on myself, like obligations on myself. And it's like, I took some, you know, in the time that I wasn't streaming, I took some time to reflect, as bad as that sounds. Also, call time. You know what to do, chat. I'm gonna say 20.2. I took some time to think, and I was like, why am I getting, like, so worked up about trying to stream as if this is, like, my job, when it's barely anything. It's just, like, I just want it to be for fun, and it was getting to the point where it was getting, like, I was taking it a little too seriously. Yes. I swear that was not planned. This is not a pre-recorded stream, you can test me. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like this should be a lot more relaxed than how I've actually been treating it. And I really just want it to be me playing some games and shitting around with friends and stuff. So if that's what I get out of this, then I'm fine. I have no intention of, you know, trying to make... I mean, affiliate, that's great. That's fantastic. I'm very thankful for that. I cannot imagine ever getting to partner, because I don't think I would put the time and effort into it anyway, even if I could rack up the views. So, I mean, you know, the main thing I want to do is animation and stuff, and I would much rather accumulate an audience through that than through this. But for now, it's just whatever. So I appreciate you all being here, especially having been absent for so long. You know, to open this up and be like, oh god, like, who's gonna show up, and then seeing, like, this many people here. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to see you all. I'm glad you've chosen to spend your time with me for one reason or another. I think maybe it was just a good game choice. And I haven't played this in a decent amount of time, considering how often I return to Mario games. Which is too much. I mean, I'll probably play this game like 2 times a year, maybe? I don't know. But I feel like it's been quite a while since I've touched any of the big 3D Marios, honestly. I'm definitely craving Sunshine, but I'm going to hold off on streaming that till more into the dead of winter, when we could all use a bit of, you know, sunshine and tropicalness. I think that'll be a good time for that. I'm excited to stream that. I love that fucking game, but... we get a lot more good 3D Marios than 2D Marios these days. Yeah, unfortunately. I was just having this conversation with... I think I had this conversation with a couple people recently, actually. it really seems like they put the A-team on the 3D games, and the 2D games feel like they're just things that they feel obligated to crank out, so they do it. And, like, the new Super Mario Bros. Series isn't that bad, really, but the fact that it is so samey every time, I understand why that's a turnoff, especially considering, like, you know, the first 4 Mario games were, like, completely different from each other. Aside from, like, lost levels, but, you know. See, here's where Niko's gonna get into, like, overly detailed stuff instead of just getting to the fucking point. And then not paying attention and getting crushed by Womp King. But, yeah, and I think they can't possibly do a 5th new Super Mario Bros. Game. They've exhausted that as much as they possibly could, and I don't think that will go over very well if they did yet another. So I'm hoping they come up with something a little different. I mean, it's gonna sell. I'm gonna buy it, but it's time to mix things up, and I wish they would bring that kind of creativity they bring to the 3D games down to the 2D games. And I was just playing Mario 3D Land, and a lot of people didn't like 3D Land and 3D World because it wasn't a real 3D Mario game like this is. Which, you know, how do you define that? I don't know, but that game is fantastic, and 3D World even blows that out of the water, so I would love to see Nintendo just kind of like, if they just alternated between a 2D Mario and a 3D Mario like this, and then a 3D Mario like 3D Land and 3D World. And then I guess sprinkle in Mario Maker in there every once in a while. Mario Maker sort of feels like you make 2D Mario, we're done. That being said, I want Zelda and Metroid Maker. It does kind of feel like they may have backed themselves into a corner with the 2D games, and they're like, oh shit, what do we do now? We just made 2D Mario endless. So how do we now add to this and still keep people enticed? But I think they'll find a way. I mean, I hope they will, and I hope it's a good way, but I think with this having just released this year, Mario Maker 2 that is, it's going to be a while before we do see a new 2D Mario game, whatever it may be. I have a feeling we're going to see an Odyssey 2. I would not be surprised. You know, in the same way we saw Galaxy 2, and the same way they're doing Breath of the Wild 2. It's hard for any game to wow me in the way that Mario 64 wowed me. Yeah, a lot of people will say this game doesn't hold up. Which, I mean, why would you expect it to? I mean, we're going to be saying the same about games today in 15 years or so. I think if you just keep your expectations in check, I mean, expectations of a game that you've played already, but I don't understand that whole mindset of a game doesn't hold up. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't. Like, things evolve and things change, so why are you holding a game made over 20 years ago to today's standard? I don't know. That said, I try to rank the Mario games for myself, and I even try to split it up, like, oh, how would I rank the 3D Mario games? And I think as much as I love this game, and I really do love this game, and a lot of it is nostalgia, this would probably be at the bottom, for the 3D games at least. I feel like it's just gotten better and better almost consistently. And they've improved every time, and, you know. But I think Sunshine might be my favorite, but I don't know. I go back and forth. 3D World is great. Odyssey is fantastic. Galaxy 2 is great. "3D World was great. Soundtrack was amazing." I have the actual soundtrack from, you know, like a CD. You know how those were a thing that existed? I have that from, like, the Japanese Club Nintendo. Remember how that was also a thing that existed? Club Nintendo? Where you got physical rewards? And not a desktop wallpaper? What is the fucking order of the chests here? Honestly, a lot of the Mario games hold up super well. Mario 3 and World are still... Mario 3 and Mario World are still masterclass. Yeah, I have a very hard time picking between those. And I think Mario World gets a slight edge because I played that first, actually. But, like, they're so similar and yet so different at the same time in what they offer. But Nico, I thought you were the expert! Expert Mario player fails at opening chests. Excuse me. Self-proclaimed Mario. Just self-proclaimed Mario. That's the sentence. I still like to get CDs, but vinyls are making a comeback too. I don't have a record player though. Yeah, vinyls are... I don't have any myself, but I mean, the concept of stuff like that is just cool to me. Even, you know, even if I didn't have a record player, and I don't have a record player, so I don't know why I said that. I would still collect vinyl, but there's not a whole lot, of stuff I listened to that was, like, you know, released on vinyl anyway. I mean, there is, but there also isn't. Like, a lot of my big top favorites are smaller bands or more recent, like, 90s and I mean, I like a lot of other, like, classic rock, you know, 60s, 70s, and 80s, so, but not to the extent that I know the band super well, and, you know, like, I'm in love with them, I know the band, I know the members, I know the discography, so I don't feel the need to own any vinyls of those, and then the other bands I like don't even have vinyls, so it's like, unless they come out with, like, a special edition or something. Part of me really wants there to be a sequel to Mario 2, like if they did it multiplayer. That was how it was conceptualized. Before Mario 2 was Mario 2, and everybody knows the Doki Doki Panic story, and Mario's not a real Mario game or whatever. When they were trying to come up with a Mario 2, they were playing around with the idea of vertical scrolling and, throwing objects, and I believe, you know, if I'm remembering the story correctly, there was a demo at one point of Mario and Luigi, you know, playing simultaneously with the vertical scrolling and the throwing of objects. And, you know, that little demo or whatever that had been made when Nintendo got the call or whatever to team up with Fuji Television for their festival, they took that demo and, you know, turned that into a full game. So, you could say that Mario 2 was intended to be a simultaneous multiplayer from the beginning. So yes, it would be really cool to see, like, they have, you know, in the new Super Mario Brothers games, like Wii and U, you can pick up like the other players and stuff, so I feel like that would be an easy and a natural extension to just have the Mario 2 mechanics and add like 2 to 4 player to it. Would they ever do it? I don't know. I feel like they've got to be aware of how big of a hit that would be for people to see Mario 2 again. Especially since everybody predicted that Mario 2 was going to be an extra game style in Mario Maker 2. And that still has not happened. You know, we just got the announcement for the new update, which I guess drops at midnight or sometime tomorrow. And there is no new game style, which I'm fine with. We're getting cool stuff. We got you can play as Link in the Mario Maker update. So I don't know where their focus with Mario Maker 2 is. And I don't know if they ever would bring in like a Mario 2 style to that, but I would love to see it, and I know a lot of other people would love to see it. It's Bowser! I don't know why they give you the option to have a metal cap here when you're likely... Well, I guess if you come back later for like the red coins, but you're not gonna have the metal cap unlocked when you get here the first time. And I don't really know what the use of it is there either, aside from, I guess, walking through the fire. I'd like another attempt at Super Paper Mario. That game is both best and the worst. It really is. I just replayed it again last year, and I really did love it and kind of hate it at the same time. Not hate it, but it definitely has some boring and groan-worthy parts that are just like, come on already. It's padding. I'm excited for Zelda 2 Maker. I would love that. I can't wait to stream Zelda 2. I just have to figure out when I want to commit to playing Zelda 2 again. I used to, like, despise that game, and I guess a lot of people probably do. But the more I played Zelda 2, the more I really like it. But you kind of just have to know the game to like it in the first place, or it is going to be frustrating. Okay. I'll wait on that. Could you imagine the hell once people can place as many Phantos as they want? Oh, they would have to put a limit on that, yeah. People have already found a way to, like, create slowdown in Mario Maker 2 by just... I forget what it was, but... like, artificial slowdown or something. By having too many objects spawn or something. What do you think of this game aesthetically? Well, I don't really think it holds up with today's games, but... No, I really like it. I really liked it at the time, and I still really like it. I think it still really feels very much like its own thing. Which a lot of Mario games do. I feel like most Mario games can kind of be in their own contained entry. But, I mean, this was, like, amazing to see in 1996. Or earlier, like, even when there were, like, previews of it. Like, this was fucking mind-blowing. And when this game was coming out, I expected a game like what we would eventually get with 3D Land and 3D World. Because, you know, this isn't just, like, go from point A to point B and you beat the level, and you power up with, like, mushrooms and fire flowers, and you're hitting a lot of blocks. I mean, I know I just hit a block right there, literally, but they are not as abundant as they are in the 2D games. Basically, what I'm saying is I expected a 2D game in the 3D space, But when this came out, it was like so mind-blowing that I didn't even care. Like, I didn't even notice. It didn't matter because this game was just so good. And it still is very good. Are there, you know, a little bit of issues here and there? Sure. But, I mean, I still prefer this to the DS version. I sort of like how lonely Mario 64 is at times. There's not even a lot of enemies in the levels. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of... There's not a whole lot of... It's not really based around fighting enemies. Like, they're kind of there, but they're not really necessary. It's not as big of a part of the game as it was in the 2D games. It really is based almost entirely around the platforming and controlling in a 3D world. And I think they did have to kind of ease into that anyway, because this was like one of the first of its kind, if not the first. And then obviously later 3D platformers, even on the same system, would build on this substantially. '64 DS without true analog control, I know. I'm alright with it. Like, I go back and play it every once in a while, and using the D-pad isn't too bad, but there's like, you don't get the same sense of accuracy. But even aesthetically, I like this better, even though that version has, like, improved textures, I guess, and, like, obviously play as different characters, but I still, this just feels like the real version to me. And I don't even know if I would want, like, some people want, like, an HD remaster. I don't even think I would want that. I think this is fine. But there are two games, really, that give me a crazy amount of nostalgia, and it's this and Yoshi's Island. And I can't place my finger on exactly what it is about these two games. I think they just came along at the right time in my life to be, like, really mind-blowing and really substantial and really important to, you know, my own development and what I enjoyed and what I wanted to make and stuff like that. It bugged me that Bowser 2 dies in one hit instead of two. I remember playing this one time when I was young and, like, I hadn't played it in a while, and I got really confused, like, when I did play the second Bowser, I was expecting him to die in 2 hits. I remember thinking that at one point. And being like, wait, why did I only hit him once? So yeah, it's like 1, 1, and 3. But I guess the gimmick of Bowser 2 is, like, it tilts the arena, so that's what makes it harder. Instead of, you know, just adding an extra hit. It's me, Bowser here. Taking Mario on my evil test. Back in time to when Mario was a baby. A true pioneer. Electrical Beast was the original Simple Flips. Is Electrical Beast still around? Like, does he still do stuff? Does he stream now? I've never thought to look him up. Oh, this level is... To this day, as many times as I've played this game, this course is still nerve-wracking. Teleport, Mario. See, I can't make Mario teleport because I don't have an overclocked N64. You know what? I'm just gonna get all the caps in a row. Because I can fucking do that. Why not? Another thing, like, when this first came out, like, just running around this castle, like, I remember playing, like, a demo kiosk in the store, and I guess the game had already been out by that point. Because I didn't get an N64 for a good while after its release. I think the game just crashed. Gotta jiggle that cartridge. Gotta blow in that cartridge. Gotta keep blowing in the cartridge. Oh boy. There we go.
Hello.
I mean, at least it saves after every star, so it wasn't like I really lost any progress. But I did not expect that. I feel like maybe I should have expected that, but, you know, here we are. Cart tilt percent. Apparently Electrical Beast posted a video 2 years ago talking about how he moved to Oregon with his then new wife. Oh, wow. Good for him. My nostalgia games are Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Pokemon Blue, Banjo-Kazooie, and Sonic Adventure. Pokemon Blue is another big one, yeah. Anything that came out between, like, 95 to, like, 99, I think, is a big nostalgia game for me. But Mario 64 and Yoshi's Island are the biggest, for sure. One time when I was a kid, I turned the game on and Mario's voice was really low-pitched. I was so scared I ran out of the room. Was it, like, corrupted or, like... I guess, you know, like, the product of, like, cartridge tilting or something like that happened? Because stuff like that will happen with old games. And I don't blame you, like, because I'm trying to imagine being, like, 6 or 7 years old and turning on a game that I've played, you know, like, how many times? And then all of a sudden it's just, "It's me, Mario!" And, I mean, if that didn't just throw you all out of the room right now, then, I mean, I don't know what would. I don't have one of those things that I can just change my voice on the, what do they call that? Not the compressor, but... If you stayed, you would have been haunted by Dark Mario, Dario. I have no idea what caused it, and it never happened again. Don't do that, you've got a really deep voice. I don't even need to deepen my voice. I just naturally scare people with my voice, just my normal speaking voice. I'm just like, hey, and they get scared. Do a BLJ. Hi, Dimitri. I can do a BLJ. Look at that BLJ. Look at all that BLJ-age.
Let's go.
I never heard of that ever happening to anyone else until a week ago when Cheese05 mentioned on his stream that it happened to someone.
I mean, like, I'm kind of not surprised that it could, excuse me, could potentially happen. But like, it's probably such a rare occurrence. I mean, like, there are probably, like, a number of other people out there who you'll, like, never hear of and never meet who it's happened to. And they also think, like, they're the only one it's ever happened to. And they're like, dude, I had this haunted cartridge of Mario 64 when I was 5. I turned it on, his voice was really deep. I thought it was Satan. It's me, Satan. Do the half A press? Alright. I mean, I'm locked into this A press for the rest of the run now. I am at the right spot to build up speed for 12 hours. But first we have to talk about QPUs. Is that what the abbreviation was? QPU? Or was it like QUP? I don't remember. That meme was like 2 whole years ago.
Glad to see you're playing the game I asked you to play, like, last week.
Oh, you did ask me to play this. That wasn't even a week ago, I don't think. That was like... What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, I guess maybe it was like a week ago. Yes, I have fulfilled your wishes by totally my own accord, and not having my Twitter followers vote on one of 4 games, and this one happened to win.
Yeah, it may have been Monday. I can't remember, honestly.
Be nice to the giraffe. Okay, well, somebody obviously now needs to mod Mario 64 to make Dory into a giraffe. Or at least texture her like a giraffe. I'm a giraffe. You didn't even see the poll? What would you have voted for? Oh, well, I guess if you didn't see the poll, you wouldn't have known what was an option. I think it was this, Wario Land 4, Kirby's Adventure, and Link to the Past, yeah. That was cool. It's a good place to stand, Mario. Immediately fall. He's just showing off at that fucking point. Standing on a texture.
I would have voted for Wario Land 4. I would have voted for Link to the Past because I'm shit. I voted for Wario Land 4.
Wario Land 4 will definitely happen soon. That's another game that I'm like, I really want to play it, but not yet. Because I fucking love that game. And it's like so short, like that might be a 1 stream, but I mean, we saw what happened with Luigi's Mansion, so.
Have you played any Mario 64 ROM hacks? I've been thinking about checking out that new Super Mario 64
Land. I would like to check that out, yeah. I don't know if that got taken down, though. I mean, it probably, you know, people got it, so I'm sure it probably exists somewhere, but, I don't know. I don't play a lot of ROM hacks. I don't do a lot of emulation. And I'm trying to remember if, like, I feel like I have to have played a Mario 64 ROM hack at some point, like years ago when I used to do that more frequently, but most of the ROM hacks I would play were like Mario World and Mario 3 and Mario 1. So I'm actually not sure if I have. But yeah, now there's like an abundance of them. Half of them made by Kaze Emanuar. And I would love to, like I was just saying, I love Mario 3D Land and I love Mario 3D World, so that one, that Super Mario 64 Land looked really good, so I would like to check that out sometime. I suppose I should do that sooner rather than later, depending on what happens. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be killing the ghosts. I was going after the coins. Red coins.
L is real.
Got that one.
$24.01.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what year was it? Year. Is it even implied to be a year, 2401, or is that just a number?
L won't be real for another
382 years. Damn it. I don't intend to live that long. I don't know why I went around this way. I have the Vanish Cap. The true year of Luigi, yes. 2013 was just a warm-up. That is the year they are going to bring Luigi into existence. For real. They are going to make Luigi real. Hence, L is real. I'm sure you could all gather this. This is obvious information. What is this hitbox? This is King Boo here. Mario must face my evil haunted house.
Nico, tell the story of when Yoshi's Island scared us as kids.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I was thinking that when Joe brought up his story. Pardon my hydration. Yeah, when we were younger, the final boss of Yoshi's Island, you know how it's the giant baby Bowser and like he progressively gets closer and closer to the screen? I might have told this story before. I feel like I have. Maybe not like on stream, but I feel like I've talked about this. It wasn't even like we had beaten the game before, at least like a couple of times. So it wasn't like we didn't know this boss, but we had never let Bowser get all the way to like the end, like the castle, like where you're standing, and we didn't let it happen, but it happened. Like I wasn't fast enough to kill him before he reached the end. And Dimitri, I don't really remember. I just know like it happened and we got scared and like ran upstairs. And I remember thinking like Kamek was in our basement. Like I can picture it happening, but I don't fully remember the details. I'm sure there's like...
Yeah, that was basically it. But I also associate it with the chipmunk and the cheese sandwich.
Yeah, another time. Yeah, because I was playing Yoshi's Island for that as well. There was... all our stuff used to be in our basement. What just happened there? Like we had like a little TV down there, and that's like where our Nintendo used to be, and we used to sit down there and draw, and just you know, it's like a finished basement, so there's like, it's not like some crusty old cellar or something, like our parents had us playing in the pipes or something, but yeah, we had like a little table down there, and like we were hardest star in the game, folks. We were eating lunch down there one day, and I don't know, what were we doing? Like, going back and forth between, like, playing Nintendo and then, like, going back over and eating, and, I was over at the TV playing, and then I guess, like, I'd beaten a level and gone back over to my sandwich, and there was, like, a bite taken out of it. And I said to Dimitri, I said, "Did you take a bite out of my sandwich?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, I could have sworn I didn't, you know, eat any of it yet. And all of a sudden, we see this thing just running around the baseboards of our basement, and it scared the shit out of us. I mean, immediate thought was it was a mouse, but it ended up being a chipmunk that got in somehow. And I guess at some point when I wasn't looking, it was eating my sandwich. So yeah, for a game that I hold so dear, there are a lot of not so great memories associated with it. Really stupid ones, in fact. This is Bowser's Evil Test, by the way.
Playing Nintendo and eating, that's what I do now.
That's what I do now.
I ate my lunch, but you were enamored playing with playing Yoshi's Island.
Yeah. So you had been eating, and I guess my intention was like, oh, I'll play, and then I'll go back and eat a little bit, and then I'll play, and then I'll eat a little bit. But yeah, I hadn't eaten any of the sandwich yet, and I went back, and there was a bite out of it. And you claimed not to have done it, and it's like, well, who the fuck else would have done it? And then you see something running around, and you put two and two together. And the answer is, Kamek was in our basement, and he ate my cheese sandwich and put a mouse in there. That was actually a chipmunk. The end. Thank you for coming to the stream, everybody.
We should probably mention that we were like 5 at the time.
Yeah, No, I was 26. This was like 2 years ago. That doesn't even add... That would have been 4 years ago.
Oh, NES and Super NES titles coming to online next week? NES, Journey to Silius, Chrysalis, SNES, Star Fox 2, Kirby Superstar, fuck yeah! Super Punch-Out, Breath of Fire 2, well... Only one I'm really gonna get out of that is Kirby Superstar and a little bit of, like, Super Punch-Out.
And I guess I'll try Star Fox 2, because I've never played it. But Kirby Superstar, yes, I will fucking stream that. That'll be next stream, probably.
Why did fuck you get deleted? Imagine being that small and having a regular sized sandwich.
Like, damn, I know. He was making out like a king, and then we chased him out of there. I forget how we got him out of there. I mean, not we, my dad got him out of there, but... I think we probably... Because we have, like, these doors that lead down to, like, a little step into, like, our basement laundry room. Like, these cellar doors. I guess he probably let him out through that somehow. I don't know. I wonder where that chipmunk is now. Probably eating some other kid's sandwich while he's playing Fortnite.
Here we go!
Yeah, Dad had this big thing of foam board, and he trapped him and kept guiding him to the cellar doors. Also, this sounds like the B-plot to the Daria episode 1J at a time.
I need to watch Daria. I haven't watched Daria since I was the same age I was when this chipmunk incident happened. Which is not the right age to be watching Daria, at least not to appreciate it.
Chipmunks don't eat sandwiches these days, they smoke jewels.
Well, that's why they're after Fortnite kids. They got those sick jewels.
Kirby Superstar is the best Kirby.
Kirby, I mean, I streamed Dreamland 3, because that one is my favorite. And I think Kirby 64 takes second place, because they have a very similar aesthetic. But Kirby Superstar probably comes after that. Another game, yeah, it falls into that same window of time where I have really good nostalgia for that game. Mitri, maybe we should do a co-op of Kirby Superstar for the stream. Like old times. And you can be Poppy Brothers. A singular Poppy Brothers.
Nico will vape and do Fortnite dabs while getting victory royales. I don't even know what a victory royale is. Nico, I don't know how to tell you think, but I think that chipmunk is long dead considering they have an average lifespan of about 2 years.
Well, it was a really good cheese sandwich. I mean, come on. You think that didn't give him the energy to live another 25 years? "12 times longer than any of his brethren." I'm tempted to look at chat, but I know if I don't, I'm just going to, like, fall right off of this thing. Which I may do without looking at chat, but... Okay, no, we're good.
Metal is immune to piss.
Is that what that is? Oh.
That would be fun. It's been a while since we've played that together.
I know. I haven't played SNES or NES online with anyone, except for my brother, when he was like 10 feet away from me.
Let's go.
So I have to experience that long distance at some point. I'll do it with Dimitri when he's away.
It was a cheese sandwich enchanted by Kamek. The chipmunk is
Still alive. He's probably a giant chipmunk now. Turned him into a Yoshi's Island boss. The lore of this stream is just all coming together. I love it. We have deep-voiced satanic Mario and Kamek coming out of the TV, and a chipmunk who ate a cheese sandwich enriched by Kamek to make him a giant and live for 25 years. At least. What the hell is going on?
I will just beat him with my amazing reflexes in
In the samurai game. Oh, we're not playing the samurai game on stream. We can just tell people how that'll turn out. People will know how the samurai game will turn out just based on my playing of all the other games I've done. We get it. Nico's reflexes suck. Nico is slow and bad at baby games. You know, I've never actually gone that way, that I remember. And I wasn't even positive that that would be possible.
Not only do yours suck, mine are excellent.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it funny. The drastic comparison. It's like you can get like 6 milliseconds or whatever it is on the samurai game, and mine's like 32.
Let's go.
Use the hover boots next time. How has Kaze not hacked the hover boots from Ocarina of Time into Mario 64? I do not know. I'm sure he could do it. The dude's a madman.
I've gotten 0 before, and I have pictures to prove it.
I got 0 on... There's like a Mario Party DS game with a similar concept of like, you know, hitting the button at the, you know, as close to like the, you know, announcement of hitting it. I'm not explaining this well. I'm just hoping everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. But I have a picture of that somewhere. But that was completely by chance, not by actually having good reflexes.
Is Mitri the liquid snake of siblings?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Never played any of the Metal Gear games. I wish I knew more about Metal Gear Solid to understand the reference. I know more about MSG than I do about MGS.
So do I. And I don't know anything about MSG. Except that it's supposedly in Chinese food. MSG!
Also, I got the whole, you got the old man's dominant genes and I got the flawed recessive genes backwards.
Could have fooled me.
MSG is just salt?
Well, why the heck don't they just call it salt? I already gotta mix things up by saying sodium half the time.
Yeah, pretty much. One time I let soy sauce evaporate and there was just a pile of salt left. Nico was there for that too. I was. That was at the Cherry Hill Mall.
We reduced soy sauce to its basic component, which is salt.
It's a little different from salt. Salt is sodium chloride. MSG is monosodium glutamate.
Wow. I'm learning tonight. Mario teaches types of chemicals. Well, actually, Joe taught us.
Tego.
I'm full of fun facts like that.
Hit me with some more fun facts, then. Because I have a very low amount of fun facts in my brain. All of the fun facts I have are related to Mario, and I'm running low already.
They're more or less the same.
I mean, yeah. But also no. I don't know. I don't care enough. But I really didn't know that it was, you know, a similar thing to Salt. I had no idea what MSG was. There it is. I don't even know what I would have thought it was. Elevator go up.
Here we go.
Fun fact, the N64 had 4 kilobyte texture cache.
Like I said, this game doesn't hold up by today's standards. And the 4 kilobytes really shows.
Tego.
Mr. Owl. That's it.
As much Asian food as you eat, Nico, I don't know how you didn't have any idea what it was.
I don't care. If it tastes good, I'll eat it. For the most part. I would rather not know what's in it, usually.
Here we go.
All my fun facts can be found on Snapple Caps.
Has anyone ever gotten the same Snapple Cap fact more than once? Because I got the same one like 3 times. I remember. I don't remember what the fucking fact was. I think it had to do I think it had something to do with lions. But I don't remember what the actual fact was. So it must not have even been a very good fact if I got it 3 times and I still don't fucking remember it.
Snapple fact, nobody has ever gotten the same Snapple Cap more than once.
Well, guess what? They have to revise that one.
Was it the lion leaping distance one or something?
I don't know. It could have been. There was probably a number in there. I don't know if it was like speed or... It very well could have been something like that. I just have it in my head that it was something with lions, though.
Here we go.
Snapple fact, 63% of all Snapple facts are made up on the spot.
That one is true. I mean, they made that one up on the spot, but they made it true as they went along, so that it would be real. Missed. Oh, I missed. Oh my god. guys want to see a really stupid picture? I won't be able to put it up on stream, I don't think, unfortunately. I could try. I don't fully... And OBS updated, well, Streamlabs updated, so... Don't, fuck. Streamlabs updated, so I can't just, like... I know there are some programs where you can just, like, drag an image onto your thing. I can try and do something. I might just have to, like, save it and, like, upload it. I don't know if it'll work on the spot. I don't know much about computers. I think that's gonna end up being the emote, by the way.
Here we go!
Oh yeah, I got a link. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna oh Jesus. I'm gonna see if I can make this work. Live on stream. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Look at that. Kevin drew this, everybody. It's me. Hold on. Center on screen. Nico and the Chipmunk in Cheesed Off. And there's a dabbing chipmunk. Thank you. I should have saved this for the art segment that I totally have. Remember? Remember the Nico Play Game Time art showcase? It's all flooding in. Look at that. There will have to be like some sort of donation incentive for me to like do face cam and dab and play Fortnite or something. Chespin ate the sandwich. That is a perfect background for that. I didn't even realize. I just threw that up because that's like my not quite BRB, but also something is happening background. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin always comes out with the good art. There was one... You drew one, like, years ago of... Oh, and I brought this up before, I think. It was, like, me and Sonic fist-pumping. Because I had gotten... When I had first gotten my Switch, the only game I had for it was Sonic Mania. Because I was, like, in between the period of, like, Mario Odyssey was coming out in, like, 2 weeks. And it was like, what do I put on my Switch in the meantime? And Sonic Mania was, like, the only thing I knew about. And so you were like, friendship ended with Mario, now Sonic is my best friend. In fact, you know what? In fact, I have that. Now that I know I can do this, it takes a little bit, but I know I can now... It's not that intuitive, but it's a thing. This is not a professional operation, so don't worry about it. Do I have it? Oh, maybe I don't have it. No, I think... Sorry, everyone. It's not on my computer. It's on my phone, I believe. Maybe I'll have it for you next time.
Why do we both use the same VCR font and tracking shit?
What are you talking about? I didn't know you used that. I mean, the VCR font is, like, universal. I mean, if you ever see me use the 70s font, that I clearly got from you.
I use that font and effect for my YouTube videos. For the end card.
Oh. Am I even subscribed to you on YouTube? I must be, right?
I just find it that we did the same thing
Unknowingly? How did you go about it? Because there's this... Do you use, Photomosh? Because that's how I did, like, the, you know, glitchy effect.
I have no idea.
I did it in Premiere. Oh. I don't even have Premiere. I need, like, a... I still don't have, like, a video editing thing on this computer yet. I got Audacity finally, like, 2 days ago. I remembered it. Really? Twice at the same spot? I really need to consider having chat in the actual video, since 90% of this stream has just been me conversing with the chat. And anyone who happens to watch the YouTube video, which is not many people, are not going to know what's going on half the time.
Here we go!
Yours actually looks slightly better than mine. Mine is a more slow, subtle one. I guess it depends on your taste.
Yeah, I don't want it to be, like, too egregious, but also to be, like, noticeable. I was going to apply it to, like, all my cards, you know, like the starting soon and the, thanks for watching stuff, but I don't want to have, like, too many things loaded into Streamlabs.
Let's go!
Lest my computer shit itself, I don't know.
Apparently that PlayStation commercial director that stole all the animations got fired.
Good. I just heard about that this morning. There was, like, a side-by-side with, like, all the scenes that they just... I guess basically rotoscoped animation from. I mean, like, one of the scenes was from Fooly Cooley, and that's what I noticed I was watching at first. I was like, I didn't realize it was a ripoff. I thought it was, like, an homage, and then I read, like, the description. But, yeah, good. Fuck that guy. Fuck the Oscars. Hey, when are the Game Awards? I don't even know. I know they're coming up. Can't wait to watch Jeff Knightley and Hideo Kajungus throw out on stage and win every award.
Here we go!
December 12th? Oh. Alexa, when are the Game Awards?
I can only stomach the Game Awards by watching them through Vinny. So, thankfully he will be streaming them. I would consider, you know, doing something like that sometime, like riffing on like a show or like an E3 or something, but honestly, like, honestly, unless it's Nintendo, I'm not gonna know what the fuck to say. And all the pot shots I take are going to be exactly that, like cheap shots. PlayStation, more like lame station. Am I right? It's just gonna be that for like 3 hours. They call it Xbox One because you turn 1 degree and walk away. They announced a new Half-Life game and it's a VR game. I know, it looks really cool. I don't know anything about Half-Life, but I know enough that I know this is a big fucking deal. And that also that it's kind of disappointing that it's a VR game because it's VR. And as such, a lot of people are not going to have access to that. Whether it be because of, you know, not being able to fucking afford a $1,000 headset, or, you know, not being able to really experience VR, you know, because it may make them sick, or they don't see well, or whatever. So it's, you know, it's the first Half-Life game in, what, 15 years or something? And, there's gonna be a lot of people left out who are probably have been jonesing for Half-Life for a very long time, which sucks. But I hope, and I mean, this is coming as somebody who, again, knows nothing about the series and is not a fan and has no investment in it, but I hope this is a sign that this is just like a thing to keep things going, and that something bigger is down the line. You know, like a true Half-Life 3. I mean, the fact that they're making anything, I guess, is a good sign, because when's the last time Valve made a fucking game?
Or accommodate the room required for a VR setup, yeah. I like how it's DOTA hats and not TF2 hats anymore. And by like, I mean hate. Alex is technically a Half-Life 2 prequel, okay. Off topic, but this is absolutely the best track in Mario 64. This or the water level. Because I don't know when that message went through. I don't know where I was when you typed that. They're both good. They're both good. Yeah, Dire Dire Docks is a fucking great song, but this is great too. Surprised, you know, this has returned in, like, the Galaxy games, but the Dire Dire Docks hasn't really returned, at least not in, like, a major capacity. I'm sure it's, like, in some of the side games or something, like a Mario Party or a sports game, probably, actually. But, it hasn't returned in, like, one of the main games. And it's a beautiful song. The water level? Okay. I've never heard anyone say DOTA. I don't really know these things well enough to know if you're supposed to say the acronym or just say it as if it were a word. I mean, look, you guys know me well enough to know that I am almost exclusively Nintendo. And anything else I know about video games has just been through osmosis on the internet. My game of the year is Baba Is You.
Baba is Game of Year. Baba is Game of Year. I didn't play Baba Is You because I took one look at that game and said I do not have the brain capacity for that. It is an amazing concept. I would have a terrible time with it. It definitely deserves something, because that is an extremely unique game. I mean, I do hope that the Game Awards are not just Death Stranding for every category. But I have a sinking feeling that when Jeff Keighley is in the fucking game, there's going to be a little bit of bias. Oh, this is not a good camera angle. Yeah, that was not going to work out.
The director got the idea for Mario Sunshine because the triggers on the GameCube controller reminded him of a water gun.
I actually knew that. The way they click down. Or I knew something like that, I guess. I don't know if I remember hearing that, like, exactly. So maybe you did just learn me something. I knew it had something to do with the controller, and I know that the N64 controller is designed around this game. So the reason it's laid out the way it is was to make this game essentially like the best possible experience they could. At the time. I'm sure they wouldn't design a controller like this today, but it is what it is. I think it's fine. So long, King Bowser. It is me, Mario. So long, King Bowser. Here we go.
Nico, excuse me. I had a little stroke there. Nico, I almost called you Vinny. That's how exasperated I am at this play. It was so long, King Bowser? According to Charles Martinet, yes.
Does it sound like that? Not really. I always thought it was just like an accent on the, like, so long, Bowser. Even though it definitely does sound more like an A, which is the so long gay Bowser joke. Joke in a heavy amount of quotation marks, but
Legalize gay Bowser. I thought it was so longy Bowser.
yeah, like that's what I thought. Kind of like, you know, the same way he says like it's a me or let's a go. I thought it was just like the Italian accent he was throwing in there, because this was like one of his first roles as Mario, so. But apparently he confirmed earlier this year, I believe, someone asked him on Twitter and he said it's so long, King Bowser.
Did I share my fan idea for the new Mario movie where the plot revolves around finding Bowser Jr.'s mom?
Not on stream, I don't think. I think I remember you mentioning that at some point, either on Twitter or Discord or something. Because I think I remember really liking that.
Let's go.
Bowser Jr.'s mom, aka Miyamoto.
Yep, confirmed. In the deep freeze.
Let's go.
Okay, suicide. Where the hell am I? Oh, cool. I won!
Here we go.
See, who said I wasn't the Mario Master? That was all planned, clearly.
Let's go.
I obviously have to attempt the up the stairs backwards long jump. Just for the sake of being able to see if I can do it on screen. Even though it is not necessary for this playthrough. I like how the penguin's head is snow. I believe if you're able to, fall from enough of a height onto the penguin, you can get stuck in its head. Because I believe it has the same properties as the ground. I'm not positive on that.
Here we go.
What the fuck? You can stand on the penguin's head? I didn't know you could stand on its head.
Guess what? You all just learned some more. This is such a learning stream. I'm so happy. I'm learning, you're learning. We're learning and growing. Yeah, I don't know the correct way to do this, but I have done it a couple times. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on it if I just can't fucking do it, but... I almost had it. Give it one more good shot. Ah, no, one more. One more. Yeah, can't quite get it. One more, one more. It's addicting to try and do this. Because it feels so good when you pull it off. Not quite. Nah, alright, I'm giving up. I don't need to prove anything to you people. I stood on a penguin's head, damn it.
Waluigi's mansion where you free ghosts captured by EGAD.
These are the thoughts, I think. They're good thoughts. Keep them coming. That should totally... They don't utilize Waluigi enough in, anything other than, sports and kart games. And he totally could do something like that. Just have him... in Luigi's Mansion 4, just have him going around, undoing all of your work. Like, if you played Luigi's Mansion 3 and you know about the cat ghost, I won't, you know, say much on it since it is still, like, only a month old. That would have been a better idea to have Waluigi fucking you up than that. Even though I did like that ghost. That is gonna burn. Or not.
Here we go!
Super Wario Sunshine, where he has an actual gun.
And he hovers with like 2 AK-47s tied to his sides. And it just propels him into the air. Super Wario Gunshine.
Let's go!
Chat is doing all the work for me tonight. I'm just here. I'm just here to be entertained, and you guys are doing the work. Come on, Mario, jump!
Here we go!
Fun fact, the level in Mario 4 got commercial...
Oh my god.
I need to not have a stroke when I'm trying to read the chat. The level in the Mario 4 Got Milk commercial isn't a real level, I think. I don't remember. Mario 60...
No, it is. Yeah, I mean, no, it's not. They, like, remodeled that area from this
Let's
level.
go!
Because it's not actual gameplay in the commercial. But it is essentially, like, if you try to match it up, it's essentially that area. I'll go back to it, and... At first I didn't know if you were, like, referencing a Miiverse post that I made years ago. Obviously years ago, because Miiverse was a thing. I posted, like, that thing, on, like, a screen cap of that area with, "Come on, Mario, jump," and then I wrote "Got Milk," because haha funny, making a reference. And some kid was like, "Nice try, but that's not actually this area in the game. Better luck next time," or like some asshole comment like that. And it clearly is. Again, if I could, like, easily bring up images, I would, like, pull up that commercial and put it side by side, but... Yeah, it's like this area right here. It's hard to get, like... I don't even know if you can get the exact angle that they use in the commercial, because, like I said, they kind of recreated it. But he's essentially... Mario's, like, jumping from this platform into this one. And, like, smacking into it in such a way that is not possible in this game. So, technically, no. But, is that what they were trying to do? Yes. This whole stream has just been one big Did You Know Gaming.
Miiverse is backed up.
I forget where. You're right. It's like... because I've used it before. And it's like something... It's just like Archiveverse or something. Something easy like that, but I don't remember if that's it.
I want the internet to be half Miiverse and half Hypnospace.
That would be terrifying. Hypnospace made me very uncomfortable for some reason. I don't really know why. It was just like unsettling as it went on.
Let's go.
Was that game this year or was that last year already? Hypnospace. Once you get to like the end of the year and you try to think about things that were around in like January, everything starts getting mushed together. Not sure, we're almost at 2 hours. I'm not sure how long we're gonna go, maybe to like 60 stars, and then maybe split this in half. Not that it matters, but...
Here we go.
Hypnospace was this year in March.
Okay, I thought it was actually like January or February.
Fun fact, Mario has more polygons than outside of Peach's castle.
I believe it. I've never actually given any thought to that, but that seems right. I think Mario has like the most amount of polygons of any object in this game, or something like that. Or like he's the most like complex moving object, at least I think.
Let's go. Here we go.
You monkey fella. So there's this monkey, right, on top of a mountain. And this plumber walks up to him and says, "Huh, how you doing?" And the monkey grabs his hat, takes it away from him, and the plumber dies because he lost more health than he normally would if he had his hat on. Carl, you're talking shit. A monkey was not on top of a mountain stealing a plumber's hat, you imbecile.
Let's go.
You're an idiot. Play a record. Couldn't find you on Archiverse because I forgot your Nintendo ID was GeoWeasel, yeah. Sorry, I should have let you know if you were looking for that. Because I used Archiverse specifically to find that post one time. Maybe like a year ago or so. Because I was like, remember that time this kid thought he schooled me on Mario 64? And there was like another kid who reported me because I didn't mark something in Donkey Kong Land 2 as spoilers, even though there was nothing spoiler about it. He was like, sorry, guess I'm gonna have to report this, or something like that. Like, ooh, excuse me, are you the cops? Sorry I spoiled everybody on this game from 1995.
Here we go.
I got reported because I put a URL in my description.
Yeah, I had my entire, like, profile comment or whatever taken away because I tried to put my website in it. And, like, it wouldn't come back up for a while.
Let's go.
The Mario games are just Carl Pilkington fever dreams.
So there's this little plumber fellow. And he's in this kingdom with a bunch of mushrooms and a princess. She gets kidnapped by a dragon. And before you tell me Bowser, no, is obviously not a dragon. I just figured that's what Carl would probably refer to him as. It's called world building. I got really defensive there. I don't know why I'm doing that. There's no reason to be doing that. You gain nothing from it. Another little monkey fella. He's even got an ass. Can't really see it because of how crusty it is on this resolution, but look up the model. He's got an ass. See?
Bowser is a cat.
Sometimes. That one time he was a cat, and that kind of freaked me out. I remember when I got to the end of 3D World, and this even came up in my time hop recently because 3D World was released around this time, like in 2013, I guess. I remember getting to that final boss, and like Bowser pulls out the bell, and when I saw that, I like audibly went, "Oh no." Like, no one was around. I just said, like, to myself, I was just like, oh no, Bowser, put that back. Don't do it.
Actually, Bowser is a bull. He is based off the villain from the anime movie of Journey to the West.
Another fun fact. That is true. I think it was an ox, actually. Or maybe it is, or maybe that's Ganon who's based on an ox. I don't remember. But yeah, Journey to the West, he was inspired by that. Like the really original drawing of Bowser from like the Japanese Super Mario Brothers box art, where he's like blue. Bowser, dear pesky plumbers. I still prefer King Koopa to Bowser and Princess Toadstool to Peach, but I think that's a product of me growing up with the Super Show.
Nico, you did a lot in Miiverse. Not like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I used the hell out of Miiverse. It was fun to just like post shit. I mean, now you don't... Oh shit. That was brilliant. I mean, it's kind of not necessary now because you can post directly to Twitter from your Switch. So it's like, why integrate your own social media network into the system? But it was a fun thing while it lasted. I'll tell you what I do miss is Street Pass. That was fun. Just to like... I mean, I used to take my 3DS everywhere. Just on hopes that I would, like, you know, pass somebody and see that green light show up. And then you could, like, play with them in certain games. That was a cool feature, and I understand why it's not on the Switch, because the Switch isn't, you know, portable on the same level that the 3DS is, but I don't know, I still wish it would be a thing somehow, because that was really cool. So we lost, like, Miiverse and... What the hell? We lost Miiverse and Street Pass, like, within a year of each other. Or maybe even closer than that, I don't remember.
I would take my 3DS to college and get like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you'd go and you'd be like, oh, I'm going to the mall, I'll get a ton of people, and you would come home and, like, oh, nothing, okay. It was definitely the best at, like, conventions and events and stuff. Like, when I would go to, like, the Nintendo store for certain things, I would have to, like, check my Street Pass Plaza, like, every 10 minutes, just to make sure that I could get as many people in there as I could, because it maxed out at, like, 10 at a time.
Let's go.
But yeah, I don't know if, like, a college would necessarily be the best place. I'm sure there had to be, like, other people on campus, but not a whole lot and not that often, so you were probably, like, all missing each other. That was fun. Like, the little games they made for, like, the plaza were, like, interesting, and, like, it was nice to, like, be like, oh, I gotta get a guy with, like, an orange shirt so I can do this thing. And then my brother and I would cheat by just, like, we would street pass each other, and we both have multiple 3DSs, because I won 2 3DSs. And so we would just street pass, like, all of our 8 3DSs together with, like, whatever color and whatever we needed.
Here we go.
I've, like, so zoned out during this stream. It's great. What am I doing? I got another fun fact. Luigi's voice in Super Smash Bros. Is just Mario's voice from this game pitched up. All the voice samples are the same, just pitched up, but, like, Mario has a mostly original voice in Super Smash Bros. Once again, I think I did a horrible job of explaining that, but...
Here we go.
Tip top of the huge island. Huge island, rather. Gotta get in that lack of an H for that true British accent.
Let's go.
Fuck out of here. Uh-oh, now Sean drew something. Sean, I will save yours for the end, for the... what apparently is actually now an art segment. That'll give me time to, like, load it up. Although I better actually, you know, save it now. If it would let me click on it for some reason. Sean, tweet that at me. For some reason I can't click on it through Streamlabs, but I will get it through Twitter. Great lengths just to show a frickin' image on stream. I'm sure there is, like, an easier way to do this that I'm just unaware of. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure a quick Google search of, like, dragging images into Streamlabs will answer my question very quickly, but I have not done that. No. I'm the best race car.
Here we go!
This was my favorite level? Yeah, mine too. I mean, obviously. In fact, I believe we've been over this before.
Let's go!
I'm pretty sure when I streamed this years ago, we had this conversation. And you were here and you said something like, of course this would be your favorite level, Nico. Or something to that effect. Nico, how old do you think Mario is? Do you want to know how old I think Mario is, or how old Mario officially is? Because he is apparently between 24 and 26. And I'm fine with that. A lot of people are not. A lot of people want him to be like 40. I think I would have pegged Mario at like mid to late 30s when I was younger. But that's going by depictions of him at like the Super Show and stuff, where he was like this, you know, gruff plumber guy. And now he's like this young, happy-go-lucky guy who happens to be a plumber. I am fine with either variation, to be honest.
Here we go!
I always thought he was like 45. Mario is a good 35. I can see Mario being slightly older than me.
Yeah, it was weird when I was like 24 and like 25 and 26. I was like, oh my god, I'm the same age as Mario, and this does not feel correct. And like now I'm 30 and I still don't feel like I should be as old as Mario. It's really weird. .30-ish, honestly. I think that's a good consensus, like 30 to 40. I think is what most people would peg him at if they didn't know about Miyamoto saying, which... And he has supposedly been intended to be that age since pretty much the beginning. Even though, like, in the earliest art from, like, the Donkey Kong arcade game, he's, like, balding. But one of the things I like about the Mario series is just, like, how inconsistent it allows itself to be. And that's kind of the stuff I want to make, is just something that's not... It doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't worry about, like, lore and canon and stuff. Yeah, I think it's fine to have that, but for me, I prefer this. And I know that, like, upsets a lot of people, like, when Paper Mario doesn't have a story, they get upset. Alright, chat. Do I kill the baby penguin, yes or no? Do we chuck the baby penguin off the edge of the entire Earth?
Here we go!
No, no. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I just grabbed the star anyway. So yeah, I guess you got what you wanted. Stick him in the chimney? We can do that, actually. I've never done that, come to think of it. Now go see your daddy. Oh. There you go. You can still hear him. Whoa, he turned into a giant. Okay, I don't remember this penguin being that fast. Holy shit. Is it because I threw your kid in here? Oh, shit.
I just don't want to be older than Mario. And the idea that every Mario game is a play has grown on me as I've gotten older.
Same for me. That's what... And like I said earlier, like, I think every Mario game can kind of be, like, its own little contained universe. Like, you know, what occurs in this Mario game is not necessarily the same world as what happened in Mario 3 or what happened in Mario World. Like, sometimes there is, like, a definite continuum between certain games, and sometimes there's, like, a lot of gray area. And I like that. I think that's fine. I don't think you have to try and make sense of everything. For something like Zelda, like, I understand why people are more concerned about, like, lore in something like that. But this, I think it's fine to be, like, more relaxed with.
Mamma mia! Let's go!
Also, did you know there's a lot of people who think Mario says Mexico there? Instead of let's a go? Like, if you go to Google and start typing in why does Mario say, it will autocomplete to... If it still does this, but it should autocomplete to why does Mario say Mexico. No. I don't remember the last time I had that much trouble with the penguin, to be honest. I don't remember the last time the race was that close.
Here we go!
I guess I should save Sean's thing while I'm thinking of it. You guys will see this later. I pretty much played Mario 64 differently every time. Like, I never do, like, the same order for the stars or anything. It's just kind of like wherever I feel like going. Which I think is what people missed, and why they wanted something like Odyssey to happen. Where you could just kind of go wherever. But even, like, Odyssey kind of had, like, some of its limitations, like, in the way the worlds were laid out. You didn't really go back and forth to them. Which, oh, overshot that. That'll be fun to stream at some point, but I don't see that happening soon, because that'll be a long one. I don't know what, like, the first really long game I stream is going to be, but it'll probably be like an RPG or something, like maybe Paper Mario, maybe Mario RPG. Because I don't even think, like, if I did, like, Link to the Past, like, that would probably be, like, 3 streams.
I like Odyssey a lot, but I think trying to 100% it would be a nightmare.
I would not do 100% for the stream. I've only 100%ed it twice. Which I didn't even intend to do it a second time, but there was... I guess it was the last time I played it. Several months ago. I got so into it that I was just like, I just wanted to 100% it, even though it was just so dang much. But, I think for the sake of the stream, I would get, like, the 500 moons, and then do the darker side, and then call that the stream.
Every level has, like, the same 40 things that it expects you to do. Some of them on each level.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of similar stuff across each kingdom. Like, each kingdom has, like, birds that you gotta find. That are, like, flying around, and you gotta, like, grab them or, like, throw your hat at them, and they'll relinquish a moon. I'm trying to think what some of, like, the other recurring ones were. Also, like, areas where you turn into, like, 2D. Like, every world had one of those.
Find the hidden spot.
Yeah, like, where it would, like, vibrate and you would have to ground pound. Which, by the way, the Switch Lite, which I'm kind of enticed by, it doesn't have HD rumble, so in a situation like that, apparently all that would happen is the screen will shake, which I feel like would be very annoying and jarring. Like, I understand they took out HD rumble to cut back on cost, but, like, you couldn't include just some regular, like, minor rumble? I just find that really weird, and I guess, like, there are situations like that where they kind of have to include something.
I never liked rumble in games. I turn it off.
I've left it on. I usually am the same, but I've not turned it off ever on my Switch. I feel like, you know, and like when they first announced that, like, oh, the rumble is HD and you can feel how many ice cubes are in the glass of the controller or whatever they said. And like everybody laughed at it, but it ended up being really nice. Like, it feels more natural. Like, it's not just here's a vibration because this would vibrate. It feels more... It equates to what you're doing in-game, I suppose. So I've left it on, and like, you barely even really notice it, to be honest. And when it's necessary, like, it becomes more apparent. But they've added it for, like, really minuscule stuff, like in Mario Maker. When you collect coins, or like when you swallow something on Yoshi, there is a very, very slight rumble. Which, in the case of swallowing as Yoshi, is a little unsettling, to be honest. I'm fucking this level up all sorts of ways.
You can feel how many ice cubes Yoshi swallowed.
Speaking of games like this, though, you know, like these open world 3D platformers. I just got recently Ukulele, the original. Not Impossible Lair. The original Ukulele I finally got because it was on a really good sale. That game is pretty dang good. And I was put off of it for, you know, a long time because so many people complained about it. And said, like, oh, this is really, like, kind of crusty and it's not very good. It was really, like, ill-polished. I understand some of the complaints, but for the most part, it definitely fills that Banjo-Kazooie void. And I like it. So, I don't know if it's still on sale for what it was, which was like $13. It was like 67% off. And I had been waiting for it to go on such a sale to have an excuse to finally get it. But definitely worth it at that price, I think. I mean, I definitely, yeah, there is some, like, kind of crust in areas. And I definitely understand. I remember people complaining that the worlds were a little too wide open with, like, you know, not so much to do and, like, just a lot of, like, empty space. The worlds are so big to the point where I even feel like they kind of need a map, which is weird. But it's not that big of a deal. I would have preferred, like, slightly smaller worlds and more of them. But, and I'm not done it. I've only played about 4 worlds to, like, a good extent. And I think there's only, like, 5. But I've put in, like, I think 15 hours or so into it, and I don't know, I think it's pretty good. So I'm kind of upset I sat on it for as long as I did. And didn't just try it for myself, but it looked more like Banjo-Tooie, which I didn't like. See, I don't really remember Banjo-Tooie very much at all. I will definitely have to return to that game at some point. Just for the sake of being able to, like, you know, add that to my repertoire. But yeah, a lot of people seem to have the same sentiment that, like, Banjo-Tooie added a lot more, like Banjo-Kazooie was, like, nice and concise and to the point, and then, like, Banjo-Tooie opened it up a lot more and added, like, a lot of stuff, and I mean, I don't know, I don't really remember, so I don't fully know what people are talking about, but I do hear a lot of, like, that similar sentiment about the two games. Pen and Koic is still looking to pay a $1,000 bounty for a glitch that turned out to be a cartridge tilt issue to this day on this course. I remember that. I didn't know that was still going on. I forgot about it. Wish I could fucking find that. I don't even want the $1,000. I just want the, I just want to be known as the guy who found the $1,000 glitch. I just want to be known for something Mario related, basically. I was half joking. Oh, because it was a cartridge tilt, I guess. So it wasn't like something that you could reproduce organically. Damn it, I guess I'll have to find another way to make $1,000. Better get in that application for my affiliate program, I guess. I don't think I'd like to live in the Mario world because I hate mushrooms. Well, you don't have to eat them. They're more of like the scenery than the food. It's not really the cuisine. I mean, I guess unless you hate looking at them, then I guess that makes more sense. I can understand why you wouldn't want to live in a place where mushrooms are that abundant and also people and sentient.
Let's go.
We're going to get an and. The tick-tock clock. Whoa. For what it's worth, though, I do like mushrooms. And I sometimes wonder if, like, I forced myself to like mushrooms just for the sake of Mario, but I do genuinely like them. Flavor-wise. And aesthetically. I do like the, you know, the use of them in, like, scenery and stuff for, like, Mario and, like, Alice in Wonderland type stuff. I just think they're neat.
Here we go.
Although it probably would be tiring after a while. They're great on pizza or in spaghetti. That am true.
Let's go.
Especially if you get, like, a good pizza. What the hell was that? Especially if you get a good pizza place that doesn't use, like, the canned mushrooms that are, like, all, like, slimy. If they put, like, real fucking mushrooms on there, shit is amazing. God, I want some fucking pizza now. I know I just tweeted this, like, last night, I think, that lately, anytime somebody mentions pizza, no matter, like, when it is, or, like, if I've just eaten, if I hear pizza, I just fucking want pizza. I'm, like, on such a pizza kick lately. Just like a true Mario. A true pizzatarian. The power of suggestion. Okay, just walk off, alright. See, I will say this, you know, when people say that this game hasn't held up, I do understand complaints about the controls to a degree, and also the camera. Just, which they improved the camera dramatically in the DS remake, I think, for the most part. Like, it was a lot more fluid, and there were, like, because there's a lot of spots where the camera will just get stuck here, and you just can't go. Like, this is not a very good spot right here. And the camera just won't go where you want it to.
Here we go.
Caught in the race against time, the pit and the pendulum, check the rhythm and rhymes while I'm bending them.
What is that from? That sounds familiar. Public Enemy? I don't know what that is. Look, Old Man Nico is, like, very out of touch. So sometimes you have to be very specific with me, and I apologize.
Here
thought maybe it was Parappa the Rapper for some reason.
Well, the rapper would have been better known than whoever sampled the song I heard it from. Which is Nathan Bluton.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm totally lost. I apologize.
By Nathan Bluton.
Let's go.
Am I even saying that correctly? Boing. Evil test time, yeah. Better get the teleport button ready. Thankfully the game has not crashed again. I just realized that. That was an interesting little diversion early on. Never know what's gonna happen with these old consoles. I mean, I thank God that, like, all my stuff still works as well as it does, which is pretty damn good.
Here we go.
Well, now you said it. Yeah, I know. Now I cursed myself. Well, I'll probably do, like, 2 more stars. Maybe a little more. I don't know.
Let's go.
I don't remember any more Electrical Beast quotes to be able to, like, make references to that. Which is what these streams hinge on entirely, is just me referencing other shit. I'm like this stream version of Family Guy. Please, Mario. Please, Mario. Bye, Mario. That truly was an evil test.
I feel like we didn't do that as much this time around. We've been sharing more fun facts and stuff.
Let's go.
No, you're right. You're right. This has been a very fun stream. This has been a fantastic stream to come back after so long. So long. Like a month is like that long, but in internet time, a month is like an eternity. But no, this has been a great stream, honestly. This has been fun as hell. I honestly was not expecting it to be. Not that I would have minded, but it certainly made me happy to see that many people here. Oh boy. Hold on. There we go.
Here we go.
Are we going to be graded on these fun facts after the stream?
As a matter of fact, yes. So I hope you've been paying attention. The art segment was a ruse. It will actually be a quiz segment. It's not called Bowser's Evil Test for nothing. Alright? There's literally an evil test at the end of this stream. There's not. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I already forget like half the stuff we've talked about in the past 2 hours. Because when I'm doing this, I'm basically astral projecting for like 2 to 3 hours. And then it ends, and I'm like, what just happened? It's like waking up when I finish one of these. I just had the weirdest dream. I was playing Mario 64, and Sam was there, and Joe was there, and Sean was there, and Dimitri was there. And Kevin and Tyler and Chris. I don't want to leave anybody out. That would be a funny thing to do one time, is like actually, you know, without alluding to it, create some kind of quiz based on a stream and then try to grade chat at the end of it. But I don't think I have the mental capacity to stream and pay attention to what I am streaming and come up with questions based on it. The reward for passing the quiz is Nico playing Sonic Adventure. I'll play Sonic Adventure. Somebody just has to get me, like, the GameCube disc of it. Because I ain't buying that shit myself. But if you let me borrow it, I'll stream that. And let me tell you, that will be a shit show. Not even because of the game, just because of me in relation to the game. It is on GameCube, right? I know the second one is. A Sonic stream should be like a follower incentive. Surprising to no one, I've already thought about that, but I don't know, maybe we could do that. I don't even know how many followers I have right now. It's obviously like just over 50 because of the affiliate thing, but Sonic Adventure DX is. Alright, well, if I can come into possession of a disc of that sometime, I would love to do something like that. Like a game that I know nothing about, and the fact that it's Sonic just makes it even potentially more hilarious.
Here we go!
51. I mean, I would just do it for the hell of it. It doesn't have to be an incentive. We'll do a couple of those levels and then I'll call it a night. Some of those ones that I haven't gotten many stars on.
think Sean could lend you his copy? It's up to you if you want to do that sometime. You don't have to do it, like, immediately. Or anything. I don't want to, like, keep your game but from you or anything, but... It is absolutely something I am willing to do, so... I think that would be fun. I've been trying to think of, like, games that... And there's a lot that I don't have access to that I would like to play that are just, like, shit post games and stuff like that, but... Double kill. What are you doing, Mario? Get back in there. Did he, like, revive? That was hard mode, King Boo. Or Big Boo, or whoever.
Here we go!
Are you going to stream American Dad speedruns? I'm working on that. I have not mastered the tricks yet. I can do the floor clip glitch pretty well, pretty consistently. The out of bounds stuff is really hard. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna end up being like a world record holder or anything. I mean, some of those people who run that game are amazing. But yeah, that's... I would like to try some American Dad speedrunning sometime. I think I could, I mean... I don't know, I might apply to, like, GDQ this year. Do some American Dad over there. I could do, like, a whole block, honestly, of, like, American Dad, Family Guy, and Cleveland Show speedruns. Here's another one of Joe's fun facts. The Boo laugh is Bowser's laugh sped up. It's true. I believe it's sped up 8 times. And I think, like, years ago, I even tried to, like, replicate that myself. In, like, an audio editing program. And it's not exactly the same. There's, like, some kind of, like, filter maybe that they put over the Boo laugh. I don't remember, but... I think, didn't they do something similar with Ganondorf in, Ocarina of Time? I don't fully remember. Like I said, I don't remember what happened earlier in this stream, so... That whole chipmunk story could have been a blatant lie for all you know. Bowser's sped up laugh is now the signature Boo laugh. I don't think it's changed since then. They still, yeah... There's, like, a few more different variations of the Boo laugh, but I think they still use this original one from time to time. Remember when Bowser fucking died in New Super Mario Bros.? Yeah. That was a talking point for a while. Like, oh wow, we just burned off all of Bowser's skin. That's a good World 1 boss, okay. Now his son is left to do the dirty work. the rabbit. And now, much like Mario and Metal Mario, Bowser and Dry Bowser are apparently two different, separate beings. Bully them bullies. I need Cool Cat to save me from these bullies.
Here we go!
Metal Mario is Mario's Luigi. Kind of, yeah. What are Pink Gold Peach's origins? I'm sure EGAD had his hand in that somehow as well. Did anyone actually get a blister from Mario Party 64? I did. Yes, my brother definitely did. I think I did as well. I don't know if Dimitri's still here. The rabbit in Mario 64 is named MIPS because the reality coprocessor, excuse me, was developed by MIPS technology, which stands for microprocessor without interlocked pipeline stages.
Let's go!
Another fun fact for you. I'm going the wrong way.
I never played Mario Party 64.
That's like the only one that well, no, it's not, but it's the only main one that I actually own is the original Mario Party. I own that. I own Mario Party Advance, which is one of the, actually the worst selling Mario game of all time. Mario Party Advance. And I have Mario Party DS. And I have Mario Party 2 on Wii Virtual Console, and that's it. I don't own a lot of the Mario Party series. My brother has Super Mario Party, and I've never played it.
Here we go!
Alright, you know what? We're close to 70, and 70 is when you can go to the final Bowser. So should we just do that? Do 3 more stars and then do the final Bowser? And then the next time I'll do like the remaining 50 stars?
Let's go!
Yeah, sure. Defeat Bowser.
Okay, we can do that. Sounds like a good plan. We're almost at like 3 hours, so that'll probably bring us to about that. Unless I lose to the final Bowser as many times as I lost to King Boo, but you know, that remains to be seen. I'm not gonna let myself live that one up. I'm really not. It's always something to see how short old games actually were. I know, like, this game took me years to get all 120 stars. Now I can do it. I mean, if I wasn't putting, like, a limit on myself for the stream, I could just do all 120 in one sitting, probably. As a casual playthrough. If I was, like, trying to speedrun it, then, I mean... I don't know. What is the world record for 120 stars? Probably something crazy. Whoa. Oh, okay. Bullseye.
It's like 1:15 or something? Like 1 hour 15 or 1 minute and 15 seconds? I remember when Sean visited me and brought his N64, my grandma ended up in the hospital, and for whatever reason, Mark decided Sean shouldn't go, but also berated him for playing Mario 64 while we were gone.
Well, I mean, if that's gonna, like, take your mind off of everything... Oh, at least I start back in the pyramid. Yes, the period. Who's texting me? No one. Because my brother was tweeting me, apparently. I'm trying to think, like, you know, what are some things I could talk about that I've done in the last month? And I'm realizing I've done nothing in the last month. Mario, please. Oh boy. Might as well do this star now.
Fun fact, the world record for 120 stars is 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 51 seconds, set by Cheese.
That is incredible. When you think, like Kevin was saying, when you think about how long these games took you as a kid when they first came out, and then somebody beats it in an hour and a half. Which, I mean, like, today, you know, I beat Mario Odyssey, not 100%, but I beat Mario Odyssey, like, the day it came out. But, like, as a kid, like I said, this took me literally over a year, maybe more, to get all, like, 120 stars. I don't remember how long it took me to, like, straight up just beat the final Bowser, but even that was a while.
Fun fact, I was very sick the day Mario Odyssey came out.
Was that when... I don't if I remember that, if I'm thinking of another time.
Let's go.
So many of, like, my memories, like, old memories, I remember perfectly. Recent memories, all get, like, pushed together. Like, the past decade, like, everybody's talking, like, now it's the end of the decade. So that's, like, the big thing to talk about, is, like, everything that's happened in the past 10 years. And, like, I don't remember what happened, what year, and, like, when anything actually occurred. Like, my sense of time is, like, so screwed up. This whole decade has gone by in, like, an instant. It's fucking me up. I still feel like it's 96 and this game is new. Oops. Time for one of the signature Nintendo hand bosses. As soon as this elevator goes down. Nintendo loves hand bosses and they love eye bosses, and this just combines both of them. Put a fucking eye on the hand. I prefer not to think about how old I am and how fast time is passing. Me too. Because I will have an existential crisis on a daily basis. Let's do one... What's a quick star I can do? Hey, look how many stars we have, huh? Nice. It's the 6 number. See, now why could I click on that link, but I couldn't click on your earlier link? Again, I can't easily put this up on stream, but it's just a picture of Double D and Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy when they're old. And it says, "Oh, Eddie, we premiered exactly 20 years ago." Yeah. 1999, 20 fucking years ago.
Let's go.
I hate it. I remember when that show was brand new. What's that manta ray? There he is. It's Superman 64, everybody. Check out that slowdown. Alright, we're off to Bowser's Evil Test. I should have tried to get up the endless stairs before I got 70. Shit. Well, I'll give you that as a consolation. It wasn't even backwards. Mario, where are you? I'm scared. But yeah, not to harp on it, because I know it does the same thing to other people as it does me, but like thinking about the passage of time has like really gotten to me lately. And we have truly, you know, everyone who's around my age is now wrapped around to that feeling of like, you darn kids, get off my lawn and all that shit. Like, I don't understand what these kids are doing, and like, I really don't. It'll happen to you. I can't wait till some kid calls me a boomer, though, like, completely unironically. That'll be fucking hilarious. That millennial midlife crisis on the daily, yep. Nobody I know even has a lawn. If that doesn't describe millennials just in general, and how we're aging, and like how things are going as we age, that is the perfect fucking sentence right there. Thank you, Joe. You just summed up the whole damn thing. That's the millennial secret. We're too poor to own homes. I wonder if there's a chat extension I could put, like, on screen, A, that also shows images, but I know that could also go very bad very quickly. I will have to look and see if there is just an easy way to drag and drop into Streamlabs, because I don't understand why there wouldn't be, but I've tried it, and whatever way I'm attempting just doesn't work. This red coin took me for fucking ever to find as a kid. Also, you live close. There's a little Bowser and Mario on here. So there's yet one more fun fact before we finish off this stream. Whoa, don't go down the pipe. Fun fact, Nintendo invested in pre-rendered 3D graphics technology for Donkey Kong Country to compete with Disney's Aladdin on the Genesis. And wasn't the Genesis Aladdin the worst version? Or like not as good as the SNES version?
So remember to thank Aladdin next time you eat your Donkey Kong. I never knew that secret lore. What the fuck? Wow.
I'm teaching you guys all kinds of stuff too tonight. You can stand on the head of penguins, secret Bowser carvings and pillars. Throw them eventually. All that build-up just to, like, miss by an inch. Oh man, you know what? I don't think my brother is still here in chat, but I need to get my hands on, like, I don't know what made me think of this, but Rampage 64 would be a fucking fun game to play. I used to rent that a lot. I'm sure those control stick noises are coming in nice and crispy on the mic. Control stick ASMR. Damn it. Actually, the Genesis Aladdin is the better one because he actually has a sword. Can't argue with that, to be honest. Fire. So long, Bowser. Oh, nope. He's still in it.
This fact is probably the least fun, but Mario's limbs aren't attached to his body because at the time they couldn't figure out skin deformation for some reason.
Okay, that one I didn't know. Mario is Secret Rayman, apparently. And that is why he crossed over with the Rabbids. It all makes sense. Oh, that was really bad. Here we go. This is it, Luigi. So long, King Bowser. So long, King everybody.
Better than King Boo.
much better than King Boo. The King Boo, that reminds me, the King Boo in Luigi's Mansion 2, not 3, but 2. I just remember that being really fucking hard, so if I had ever streamed that, that would be a nightmare. 3 wasn't too bad, but I also had 10 gold bones stocked up, so... And I lost a couple of them, so, you know... You can interpret that as you wish.
Turns out the real Bowser was the friends we made along the way.
You passed the evil test. That is the answer.
King Boo defeated Mario, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, because he would be more... Mario defeated Bowser, King Boo defeated Mario, and Luigi defeated King Boo. So Luigi is the most powerful. Bowser is a chump.
Mario. The power of the stars is restored to the castle.
The power of the stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you.
And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have
By the way,
something special.
something I would like to do when I do Super Mario Sunshine, whenever that may be, like I said, coming up, you know, in the coming months,
Listen, everybody.
I
Let's
would
make
like
a
to
delicious cake.
voice the entire intro cinematics myself. I'm going to try and make that a thing, like, you know, mute it and recite the entire script over the actual game as it plays. So, there's an incentive. Guest stars? Oh, that would be fun. It would be hard to do live, but that would be fun.
I'm glad Bowser's evil test wasn't math.
Math was like my favorite subject in school for the most part, and it's the one I remember the least of and like do the worst at now. Joe has one last fact as we close out the stream, and it's a big one, so it's coming. Oh shit, I wish I had a second controller, because I could... You can fuck around with the camera here. Let me see. Oh, it's not working. I guess you gotta have both plugged in.
It better be a fact about Chunky Kong.
There are no facts about Chunky Kong. Alright, here we go. What? Where did the game go? Did I fuck up the game by trying to plug in the controller? Is this just gonna go on forever now on the black screen? I fucking ruined the ending. Shit. Anyway, here's Joe's fact. I beat the final boss and I still fucked it up.
Anyway, Joe's final fact. Modern computer graphics was invented around 1980 at a research lab in New York. There were a lot of computer scientists who developed stuff like the Z buffer and the frame buffer and shiny materials. After which they branched off to different industries. One of the scientists was Ed Catmull, who left to be a founder of Pixar. Another was Jim Clark, who founded a company called Silicon Graphics. I know them. Silicon Graphics created the GPU for the N64.
Wow. Where's Mario's voice? Where's the thank you so much for playing my game? Where is it? Oh, I ruined it. There's no cake. There's no thank you so much for two. I guess it's up to me. Thank you so much for playing my game. It's like the ending of Galaxy. Oh my god. It's a black hole. Oh shit. Oh, I destroyed everything. Watch the next time I turn on this game, it's going to like all be erased or something. Maybe if you wait, it'll happen, but really low pitched. Oh my god, we just brought everything full circle. Let's check right now. Yeah, I should probably... If I can just do a soft reset at least.
Me, Mario.
If that came in low pitched, I would have freaked the fuck out and just ended the stream. I would just suddenly be okay. Okay, we're all good. All right. That was a weird ending. Oh, did I really have it on mono this entire time? When it clearly should have been on headset, obviously. Wow, I apologize if that sounded shitty this entire time. Anyway, well, it sounded fine. Alright, well, whatever. The next stream will be in stereo, I guess. This wouldn't be the first time I fucked up something like that, but, you know, whatever. It added just the right amount of crust. I gave you the most authentic experience possible. That is what I am here for. Anyway, let me bring up that other piece of art. We got 2 pieces of art tonight. Can you believe it? I'm a real streamer now. I have my own legit art segment. Is this? Yes, this is it. Alright, everybody. This is Sean's drawing of Kamek coming out of the screen while I play Yoshi's Island and Chespin eats a cheese sandwich. I fucking love it. Oh, we're finally memeing. We're really doing this, you guys. I love it. I love it. Just like the old TV I had with one busted speaker. The only way it would be more authentic would be if the video through an RF adapter. Oh my god, yeah. That's how I used to play it on like an old TV. We had that TV that you drew in the picture was one of those TVs that had like the dials and a number pad on the side of the TV. That's how fucking old that TV was. Jeez. Wow, I totally forgot. I wish we still had that TV. Shit. It's still a good Yosh. It is. We're memeing, boys. It better have had wood grain. It did. It absolutely did. It had a wood grain cover so you could hide the number pad and all the, like, you know, the dials and switches and shit. Damn, I wish we still had that. We only have one CRT left. And I'm sad about that, but I will not get rid of it. You know, just in case. And I'm too sentimental to get rid of it anyway. Apparently Witcher 3 DLC for Daemon X Machina. Geralt for Smash. The Game Awards will be interesting. Anyway, please enjoy this art for a few seconds more. I love it. Where's Kevin's? Do I still have Kevin's? Let me bring his back up. Why is it not here? I don't know why Kevin's went away. It should still be here. I mean, I can load it back up, but... There it is. Okay. Once more, here's Kevin's dabbing chipmunk. As I am cheesed off. Lovely. Thank you guys so much.
My art is like the wind. It comes and goes. Graces you like a fine dab.
One day, I will dab. You know what? What if Facecam and Sonic Adventure in the same stream? We shall see. I'm just adding up the incentives. And I voice act Sonic Adventure intro as well. Let's just pile them all on. The whole shebang. Why not? All right, this was, guys, this was a fantastic stream. It really was. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my stream. No, this was excellent. This really was. Thank you guys. I know it's been a while. I appreciate you guys coming and showing up and talking. You guys are hilarious. I love you guys. Very fun. We will continue this hopefully soon. Kirby Superstar is an easier possibility now as well. So, we'll hopefully see a few more games, and it won't take another month to do so. I feel good about this. I'm glad you guys had a good time as well. So, yeah. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.